So a few days ago we found out that the Nintendo Switch 2 is breaking records everywhere and is the fastest selling console of all time. Now we have even more metrics spilling out of how popular the Nintendo Switch 2 is, specifically in Japan. And this success is also making Sony's investors a bit nervous, and Sony actually responded to the Nintendo Switch 2 selling well, so we're going to get into all of that Nintendo news today. But before we get started, I would really appreciate if you would like this video and subscribe to the channel if you have found this info helpful. It really helps boost my content out to a bigger audience, and your support really helps. Now, as I mentioned before, the Nintendo Switch 2 is the fastest selling console of all time, according to Nintendo, and we have a sales report from Japan of how well the Switch 2 is selling, and we also have a sales report of how well Mario Kart World is selling. And this report states that Nintendo Switch 2 has sold almost 1 million consoles in Japan alone. But that's not the craziest part. Mario Kart World has sold about 800,000 copies. That's a game-to-console attachment rate of 82.5%. So more than 4/5 of the people who bought a Switch 2 bought Mario Kart in Japan. Now, this could be because of the Switch 2 Mario Kart World bundle that has been sold, because that does offer the game at a $30 discount. I'm not sure how the discount is in Japan, but I assume that it is a pretty sizable discount, similar to how it is here in the US. So that probably contributes to a lot of Mario Kart World's success, but still, 82.5% of people who bought a Switch 2 bought Mario Kart World. That just shows how successful Mario Kart is as a franchise, and we saw a lot of that with 8 Deluxe, with 8 Deluxe selling around 70 million copies if we add on the sales that Mario Kart 8 sold on the Wii U. So Mario Kart World is definitely proving how popular Mario Kart is as a franchise. Now, a lot of these people did not pay the $80 price tag, but still, these numbers are very impressive for basically any game that costs any money, let alone a game that costs a lot of money. We also have these Mario Kart World Nintendo Switch 2 game truck events at Best Buys, and the reason I'm bringing this up now and not earlier, because this article was posted on May 28th, is that on this day of recording, a local Best Buy of mine is going to be hosting one of these game truck events. So I'm going to try to get some footage and maybe post a short or long form video, probably a short on my channel, just so you guys can see what this game truck is like. They also say that they're going to be having some Nintendo themed giveaways to take home. I have no idea what that is, but I'm kind of interested, so I'm going to go there early when this opens up, or not too long after it does, just to see what they have. Now, we also have Sony's investors getting a little bit worried about the Switch 2 and its massive success on day one, and the CEO of Sony had a few things to say about this. He said, quote, "We closely monitor the overall gaming industry, including the actions of other market participants. Additionally, catalysts in the market are great for the industry as a whole, as they invigorate the excitement and demand more broadly. So it's great to have people launching new things. However, as I mentioned previously, we have a differentiated strategy. PlayStation 5 is designed for an immersive gaming experience, and this includes the innovative DualSense controller features as well. We believe PS5 level performance is required to achieve a great experience on big screens, and in this way we have provided a unique offering for players and creators in this current console generation." And he continues on to say, "However, publisher strategies are increasingly shifting towards being multi-platform, so more platforms can run the same game, which is great from a creator's perspective. Among these platforms, our mission is that we will continue to be the best place to play and publish. As such, we have empowered our creators to leverage our offering and services to create amazing, unique experiences for players with high engagement and great monetization opportunities. We have done this consistently as the industry and competitive dynamics have evolved, and of course PlayStation Studios, our franchises, have a special role in showcasing the PlayStation experience and then strengthening the player's vision vision with us. The CEO goes on to talk about PlayStation Studios and some of their accomplishments and what games they've been making, but honestly the Switch 2 might actually be a threat to the PS5 and maybe what the PS6 is in the future, because there really aren't that many exclusive games on PS5 as of right now. Now there are some that are exclusively on PS5 as a console, while some of them are on PC. And Nintendo is, believe it or not, improving their hardware, and as of right now, it seems like a lot of third-party games that couldn't previously be on the Switch 1 might be a good fit for the Switch 2. So the PS5 might actually be threatened by the Switch 2 because the console will be able to play a lot of other games, and Nintendo first party is still very strong for a lot of people, so I don't know, maybe the PS5 makes it through this and still does well, but honestly I feel like the Switch 2 is actually a solid competitor for being a handheld console. Now, for our last piece of news, it seems like the Switch 2 is pretty well loved by users who have purchased it. If you look over on Walmart on the Switch 2 listing, there are about 2,200 reviews up on the Walmart website, and a lot of the 1-star ratings are just people who are saying that they don't like how Walmart was doing delivery, or Walmart canceled on them, but a lot of the honest system reviews are 5 stars. Most people buying this system are really liking it. I think a lot of the people who were hating on this console just didn't get a chance to try it, or just were not Nintendo fans who wanted to get dirt on Nintendo just because they preferred PS5 or Xbox or Steam Deck or even PC or whatever they play on, because people who have purchased the Switch 2 seem to be really liking the console. But anyway guys, that is all of the Nintendo news that I have for today. Do you think that Nintendo Switch 2 is a bad console and doesn't deserve a 4.9 star rating? Let me know down in the comments, and I would really appreciate if you would like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps get this video pushed out to more people. But anyway, thanks for watching and have a great day.